Hello!
Hello.
Bunch. Welcome to episode 102 Dungeon of the Mad Mage, whose last couple weeks ago recap we brought to you by number 6, Ludusia Goldenhorn.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, oh god.
That's cruel.
I rolled the dice.
Long ago.
Cue
I think-
Lucy desperately scrolling through the chat to see if there's
Oh, fuck.
Some clues. No, I remember what happened. I can't remember what happened right at the beginning of the end. I can remember what happened right at the end because I was a legend, but I can't remember how we got there. So I can remember that we went down to say hi to the Gregor again.
Yep.
And we said, can we see Stalagma? And they were like, that sounds like a stupid idea. And we were like, yeah, but we just want to chat. Like, we're pals, you know, all's good. We come in peace. And did some negotiating in various different languages and interpretations thereof. And then she was a bit cross. She was riding a massive rhino. And
then you bossed it.
well, we initially tried to do some negotiation with her, and I can't remember exactly who did it or what happened, but she was not interested. And then so we then tried to go around and chat about what we were going to do. And I was like, maybe I'll play her a song. And then I ended up not playing her song, but I got out all of my musical instruments and literally all of my cash. And she was like,
Oh, cash. Yeah, oh, cash. Yeah, so you started the session after what can only be described as like drill-doing a hole through a door with like the minor alchemy ability or whatever to use the arcane eye to peek through to see some Gregor speaking. That was like in the north. You just killed two strange-looking creatures that turned Emwen into a bit of a special Quasimodo boy. He is still a special Quasimodo boy. It's taking him a long time to climb down these stairs to the level redacted. So that's where the session started, up in like that north kind of area. You carried on, like you said, you met with the dwarves, the dwarf female that seemed to be running furnaces, and you said, we're going to go see her, and they're like, good luck. So you go down, you see some dwarves mining, or some Dwegar mining. One of them catches you and is like, what are you doing here? So he eventually leads you to Stalagma, like you said, and she is a curious-looking Dwegar creature with, not only is she riding this huge steel rhino-looking beast, which looks pretty terrifying, she also has like metal plates sticking out of her head, in like a kind of spiked formation. Bit strange looking, cool. Eventually, after running around trying to find your way to the lower levels, she asked you for magical items or valuables. You hand her a load of stuff. She's not very happy about it. Eventually, Ludusia slams down a big old cash pile, and she goes, "Oh, cash!" Leads you into a back room behind her, and there is a like a fresco or mural on the wall, depicting a very large battle between some Dwegar and some other creatures. And she does some things that you're not quite sure of. Opens up a secret passage and shows you a staircase, telling you that this is the way down to the next level of the dungeon. And you go down to that level of the dungeon. So that is... Oh, wait. I haven't put you guys on the fucking map yet. 1 second, I'll do that now.
Well, since we don't know what it looks like.
No, you're not there. But I will make you there very soon. Yeah, so you carry on down the stairway for a long time, and it takes... This is probably the worst one you've gone down, because every other level that you've gone down before has just been a long slope downwards. Sorry, give me a second. Yeah, it's been a long sloping like trail downwards, so it's not been so bad. Whereas this is just like basically spiral staircase. It just is a square spiral, but same kind of thing. And you go down and down and down, and it's brought up slowly in the rear by a very disfigured and hobbling Emwen, who is quite slow in his current form. And a few hours go by of the monotonous slam, one foot in front of the other, down and down and down and down. And you'd think, maybe we've been trolled here. Maybe this is never, ever going to end. But eventually, you do come down and enter the next level. And I think that was enough time of stalling for me to get you into the level.
Seamless.
Perfectly seamless. I can now play the music.
What are you up to?
So you should be in the, say, rough center top of the map. If you can't see, let me know, because, you know, vision changing levels is classically a nightmare. Anyone not being able to see?
I can see me, but I can't see anything.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm going to pull my Paladin in as well.
Mine's
Yeah, 1
blurry, but
second.
it will settle in a second. It usually
Yep.
does.
Save. You should be able to see now, Lucy.
Thanks.
Can't see me.
He won't be able to see, so he doesn't have night vision, but he does
To the
have.
side or to the right?
I've got a drift glow.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't see right now because he doesn't have vision, but he will now.
There you are. You can see. Hello, you can see.
I can see clearly now.
Okay, everyone else have vision. No, not Pete.
I
He
don't.
doesn't have vision.
You do
Yeah.
now. You have a Slard here. He's still here.
My
Wait.
slide.
Caesar's not
He's
ready.
there. I'll drag the Periton in as well.
This is part of the crew.
I'm looking forward to being in,
Very
like
big.
in
Periton.
a house, like some sort of, I don't know, kind of mansion-y thing.
Where is
I
it?
think.
God damn it, Slard, move. Where's the?
That'll be good.
Give me the Periton.
Yeah, blood pouring out of the
Wait,
wall.
do Periton.
The fairy dragon mansion.
Lolsies.
That was so long ago.
That is too sad.
Let me check that you. Just make sure you can't go through the walls above and below you. You shouldn't be able to.
Yes, I can.
Oh, yes, you can. Fucking lolsies. Now you shouldn't be able to.
Oh, I'm stuck. No, I'm fine.
Now can see.
Cool.
All good? Okay, cool. So, finally, the staircase ends. Pretty abruptly, you just go down one set, and suddenly you're on a quite nice marble-tiled floor.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
Oh, this is pretty swanky.
Ludusia is feeling really pleased with herself. She's going to be completely unbearable for days.
I would like to cast on myself. Foresight. I'm feeling like
Whoa.
Do you want to do a quick eyeball around the immediate area as well?
This will increase your number bestow a limited ability to see into the immediate future for the duration and can't be surprised. Have advantage on attack rolls while you check saving throws. Additionally, other creatures have a disadvantage on attack rolls against target duration. The spell immediately ends if you cast it again before its duration ends. Okay. You see slightly ahead into the future all times.
oh, and
For 8 hours.
I'm also
If there's any
casting
bad guys, you'll be like,
mage
guys,
armor on myself
there's
as
a bad
usual.
guy.
Hmm?
That means if there's any bad guys, you'll be like, oh, guys.
I mean, it's more of a combat ability, but she knows, slightly like a second into the future and gives
Yeah,
it.
I'm feeling very
enough
like
to-
full of premonitions today. So I'm feeling-
It's the Death Stone thing from Rick and Morty. I think that's basically what it is. Like, no, certain death. Oh, there we go. So yes, you enter into.
yeah, I mean, I can do
this-
a quick scouting mission.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, Emwen, man, you're not looking good.
We need to decide what we're going to do with Emwen. It's either we're going to euthanize him or we're going to have to figure out a cure.
I don't think you want to be
I need,
It's okay, young man. Don't you worry.
I need to
we'll
get
find a
the
cure.
mechanics of what you.
Have we noticed Emwen getting any worse, or is he?
I think
No, I
Is it staying the
explained it.
I'd say
I think I
this-
explained it last time that
Yeah.
the transformation was fairly immediate within like a minute, and he has remained the same ever since.
He's remained the same, so he's not
And we,
getting any.
we tried remove curse.
Yeah, it's not like a spell, it's like a physical, biological change.
Indeed.
I'd say his
You tried
affliction
to
is.
you try cure disease.
We've tried it all. I'd say in
Tried
some
it.
respects this is an improvement.
We might need to perform
you
some
don't have to
drastic
sit next to
surgery.
me.
What, just cut it all off? Well, there'll be nothing left of it.
I would be very happy to help with this dissection.
Yeah.
It's going to turn him to jelly. What kind of expertise do you have,
You
Hopper?
could turn the growth to jelly and then just slice it off.
I do.
reckon?
We
I
need to
think-
try and figure something out because he can't
Well,
fight and he's just
we
going to end
could-
up getting squashed.
I could create a laboratory in my mansion, and if Amber or anyone else who's got any form of medicinal talents could join me, we could try and find a cure for this, because I must have a book for this.
I'm available to heal on request. If you slice it, I'll heal it.
I'm happy to go to the mansion and get a bit of a research time in.
Yeah, I think we do need to fix this.
I agree.
Or we could always do one fight first.
No, because he's ineffective.
It is
I wish I hadn't just cast that spell if we're going to the mansion, but hey ho.
Yeah.
It is a spell slot after all. I'm very happy to go and give it a little bit of time if you're willing to wait.
Well, we can
Emwen.
We might need to do a long rest after we slice him up so we can heal.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go and do a bit of killing first before we waste our spell slots on Emwen.
Exactly.
See a tear come down his eye.
Don't worry, mate. Some things are worth waiting for.
It's all right. We know you do the same.
So as your voices echo through the hollow halls of this particular room, what is your plan here?
Should I send the old eye out and do a bit of covert scouting?
I definitely think you should do that.
Okay, I cast Arcane Eye, please.
Oh.
And then I take Barry out of my pocket and reassure him that I still love him and he's still useful.
You are.
He's definitely not.
You pass butter. Oh my god. Please move around.
Okay, I shall go have a look. Ooh,
Stop. To your south, you see a quite magnificent-looking statue. The statue is a female figure in plated armor, full helm. Can't see the face. Long kind of braid. It's all made of stone. Her left gauntlet, which is clutching a quite nice-looking, albeit made of stone, like longsword, is painted white.
Interesting. Is that the only different colour? It's all stone and then just a white.
It's all stone, and then this gauntlet appears to be painted white.
Any inscriptions?
Make me a perception check.
Okay, perception. 19.
19. You bring the eye around for a bit, try and look for anything, and you can see just at the bottom, it looks very faded, like it's worn with a long time. But you can just about make out the words beep 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 boop. Her name is Desmere Shadow Dusk. That's Dezmyr Shadow Dusk. And it would say underneath that, Holy Paladin of Torm.
Okay.
Paladin, you say?
Okay. What race is she? Or species or whatever?
Hard to tell because there's it's fully the statue is fully helmed. But is
not a dwarf or a halfling.
Yeah, human elf, humanoid in shape, but yeah, not 100% sure.
I'm guessing I'd know about Torm in game.
You would, but right now you are none the wiser of what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not going to make you roll a religion check for Torm.
So white gauntlet and a sword. Got it. Okay, that's interesting. Moving on. Oh, where's my...
Moving on near.
Ooh, what's this thing on the floor?
Hard to... It seems to be some sort of pattern inlaid onto the floor, but it doesn't appear to have any obvious significance or any...
Like a geometric kind of... Looks kind of like a squid from this, but it might
looks very fancy.
Okay. So this is all like marble floor?
Yes, it's pristine. Very clean in here. Looks very well kept. There are marble pillars that rise from floor to ceiling. The ceiling's around 40 to 50 foot high in this chamber.
Okay.
As you've gone past, you can see there's a door to your right, and then a door additionally up there to the north.
There's a door here.
Yes, and one to your one to the east as well.
And one there.
No, further down. We're into like the little alcove that's just below that. Yeah.
What kind of doors are they?
Wooden doors, double doors. Don't look anything.
Any keyholes?
Not in these, no.
Damn it. Okay. Moving on.
Moving on.
Is this another door up here? A lot of doors.
Indeed. It is.
Lots of doors. And there.
And there.
Okay, and then there's a statue down here.
Indeed, there is. This is a similar looking statue, except that it, again, a more male featured figure with broader shoulders. Again, full hound. This one has the right gauntlet painted. Doesn't have a sword like the other one, and if you go down to the same kind of place where the inscription was on the other one, you would see a similar kind of very faded writing that says Zalfar Shadow Dusk, Holy Paladin of Torm.
Okay, Zalfar.
That's Zalthar.
Related?
Maybe.
Bro and sis. Right.
Okay. Okay. So I've seen some doors and the hall, basically, in these two statues. Anything on the ceiling? Is it just like a plain ceiling?
It's a domed ceiling, the apex of which is probably about 50 to 60 feet up. There's nothing like painted or anything on it. It appears to be made of a similar material as the floor.
Okay. No signs of life anywhere? Just
Not in this chamber.
No. Okay. Okay, I snap back to my body.
Snap back to reality.
Yep. And I explain that a couple of statues, very pristine marble chamber, few doors, couldn't get through any of them. No one seems to be about.
Okay. Let's continue on then, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of different doors. There's a couple of statues. Looks like some kind of holy person. Gregor, you might recognize them.
Oh, yeah.
Something about Paladin of Torm.
Torm. Ah. Yes. Very good.
Okay.
Do a stealth.
I do not.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Stealth, why not?
I'll try it.
Is this the Torm statue here?
Yes,
It is, yes.
Email, there's two Torm statues.
I'm guessing I don't notice anything weird about it.
The left gauntlet is painted white, which to you, the symbol for Torm is a white gauntlet, usually embladed on like the chest or something. This one appears to be painted in this way to represent the god Torm. Everyone should probably know Torm because of Baylor. So the ones who did travel with him would know him relatively well. But for a reminder, it's basically duty, loyalty, righteousness, etc., etc.
Rambo-ness.
Baylor would have talked about him all the fucking time.
He did.
Exactly. Yeah.
He did, yeah.
He
Yes, I
really
remember.
Did. Although Ludusia wasn't there.
I remember when he. Good old
No, I
Baylor.
think it's only. Oh no, and Hopper.
Baylor wasn't that bad. He actually tried to save my life.
Yeah?
Baylor had a tough time. I saw
Yeah.
in his mind.
Bad rap, but actually,
He always gets bad rap.
although he was a dickhead, he was a good.
A righteous
He
dickhead.
was our dickhead.
Yeah.
So,
He was a
Where did
lawful.
you say the other statue was?
Over to the. If you go around the corner to the left, in the same place, but left.
Yeah.
And there's
Is
a
anyone-
couple of doors. See?
Is anyone checking for traps?
Arr.
I think we should check for magical traps. This place may be riddled.
Sir, would you mind telling me if there's any magic about, apart from on our party?
This place is amazing.
He saunters on over, being left behind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, they're domed ceilings. The peak is about 60 foot high.
Pretty fancy.
Caesar would click his fingers and in the area look around, say, I don't see anything.
It doesn't appear to be any magic, does it? Yeah.
Obviously.
I have a
There you
funny
go.
feeling about this place.
But the floor carving's accurate to what we see.
They look kind of squid-like to me, but maybe it's just a pattern.
They look like an octopus
I'd
legs.
like.
yeah, something sea creature-y.
Yeah.
Tentacly. Am I getting
Yeah.
tentacle vibes off the
Cthulhu.
floor pattern, or is that just artistic license of whoever did the level?
Say that again, sorry, I missed what you said at the first.
The floor pattern, it looks kind of like octopus or tentacly.
Mhm.
Is it like that, or is that just whoever did the level?
Make me a nature check.
Okey-doke.
22. Yes, it does feel familiar to you and you alone. It invokes imagery of things that you've read about, particularly in the field that you study. And for a moment that kind of frightens you. And then there's a moment of, well, how could that be? It doesn't make any sense. It gives off our realm vibes a little bit.
Okay, I kind of do a when I realize this, I want to do like a silent in my head communion with my patron. Be like, mate, you seeing this?
Are you casting the commune spell? Or?
I'm just kind of thinking to myself, hoping that my patron might catch whiff of my thoughts.
Yeah, he turns around and says, "Bro, what the fuck, bro?"
Yeah, I know, right? It's gnarly, man.
Shit,
sorry, that's
bro.
Wrong character.
Bro.
Never worship,
bro. No way, bro. No way. That shit is fucked up, bro.
Wait, dude.
What does mine say?
Is this the door here?
It is.
Do you think we should do a bit of exploring, or do you think we should...
There's quite a few doors. There's 4, I think.
I love exploring.
Hey, Emwen,
And we can go to the other statue if you're interested.
do you want to open that door?
They might heal you.
Oh man.
What? You're saying-
Scottish is completely gone. I was expecting a little bit of Scottish in there, but it's full.
It's full Gollum.
The Scottish is gone
You went
somehow.
full retard. You never go full retard.
Somehow, this curse, whatever it is, has removed my Scottish accent. Like,
You are blessed.
Yeah, that to me.
There is no cure. Oh, good. Yeah, excellent. Just suddenly, there is no cure.
This is what I look like all the time.
Yeah, that's it. It's permanent.
It just removed a spell that was on me.
I just LOL'd you out of the game for life.
Jack, you never
Do you open the door?
Yes.
Okay, so you open the door with no regard for anything. Okay, shut up!
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, pretty much. Shut up! You push open the double doors, and they take a bit of effort, but they do swing open and just bang against the walls behind. Emwen, you're the only person who can see it. Immediately, you see this ball of light, which you have never seen before. As the door kind of opens up, it kind of frantically moves about for a second, and then darts off this way at super fast speed.
Which way?
Wait.
Oh no.
Wait.
Quickly, we need to go after him.
Come back!
Emwen, what are you doing?
What's he chasing?
As you turn the corner, you look for it, and it is gone.
Can I call out to Emwen in his mind, being like, Emwen, stop! Like telepathically.
And when you hear,
Does he sound normal in his head?
Yeah, I think
yeah, he sounds normal in his head. Yeah.
Emwen, are you okay?
Yeah,
No, he
he
sounds
normal.
is normal in his head. Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, we do. Hey, we're happy.
It's like talking to a wall, honestly.
Turn your head.
Oh, there was a ball. There was a ball of light. As soon as I saw it, it ran away.
He was chasing a ball of light, which he ran away from. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but he was chasing a ball of light, apparently.
Smeagol, leave him alone.
Okay. Do you think that it's probably going to find its
Master?
creator?
Right, it goes back to where
I
it
can
was.
send the eye around if you want me to.
Yeah,
but-
we're in a new area. Why not? It's probably. I feel like it's probably going to be a lot more doors, though. I feel like you just.
Yeah, I whip out the eye and send it and give it a. What's
right?
here?
Is that okay?
This
Yep.
salad boy, is there any magic around here?
Is there a couple of doors
He
here?
does.
Dodge? One,
He does not communicate with you whatsoever.
two.
Yeah, doors. So two doors to the south, one to the north. Double door set to the east.
Yep. Okay, and then I'll just take a quick scoot up here.
There's another door here to your east, and then there's a set of stairs going downwards to the north.
Downward stairs to a door. Okay.
No, down. They just go down.
Okay.
If you want to go down the stairs, then let me know.
Okay. There's a few more doors and a staircase leading down. Just out of interest, what are we gonna say when we inevitably open a door and someone's there? What's our line?
I mean, we just speak the truth.
We have
What's
loads
the
of
truth?
It will bribe our way to the Mad
To
Mage.
the Mad Mage.
Okay, cool.
And we're failing that. Well,
By the way, I'm getting kind of far realm vibes from this place.
Quick question. Your combo, obviously all talking to each other. How loud are you talking?
probably not like 60 feet away.
No, but like, are you whispering to each other and then saying, like, speaking out loud because you have to hear each other, or are you just conversing?
We're doing
I'd say
it
quietly talking, I'd say. Not
Yeah.
shouting.
So,
We're not whispering. We didn't say we were whispering.
No.
It's not the vibe.
the sort of volume that you imagine level 18 characters might speak.
Yeah, like you are speaking like it, like screaming and shouting, like,
Like
we're
we
the
give
fucking best.
to-
We're immortal. Nothing can kill us.
Yeah, we're like the Elite Four kind of cocky. Just kind of
No,
roaming
we're just
around.
having a normal conversation,
We're
like
just
normal.
having like a quiet, normal conversation, like not shouting.
My balls are out my flies. I'm ready to wish somebody into non-existence.
Fucking die. It's impossible.
Definitely, I'm struggling to control the level of my voice.
That's
My new voice box.
okay. Good to know. Carry
You
on.
would have done even if you weren't a weird monster.
Yeah, that's been a normal thing for some time.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, where should we go, Amber? Which way do you think? What was?
There's
what
doors
seemed-
everywhere. We can go up to the if we go up to the north. Then there's a staircase down, or there's a set of double doors, or there's a few single doors.
Got loads of doors here.
Where does everyone think we are right now? Are we in? I mean,
We have that map. Has anyone got that map around?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the map looked like some sort of haunted house. Seems like on level 22, which I believe is where we are. We were.
Oh yeah, it's like a haunted mansion with some ghosts and a dinosaur.
Yeah.
The statues of Torma.
Oh
Good
yeah,
sign, aren't
those
they?
are the statues of.
Anyone?
Like a
Torm, maybe?
skeletal dragon, it seemed. We've got to be careful.
Pigs or the angel.
And what is that thing in the corner?
That looks like a beholder.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or a ghastly or a Gengar.
Or a doodad, or a what's it?
Yeah.
Jibbity jabber.
Looking up the chat, I just saw the sex chess gif again.
The which
Oh,
one?
it's so good, right?
Dodge. The perfect gif was created by Dodge.
So good. I mean, it's not mine, but it's perfect.
I feel like if you were to make a game, it would be that.
I mean, I'm already interested. It's the fucking best thing I've ever seen.
Fire-breathing dinosaurs,
That's
ghosts,
so
and
odd.
paladins.
The spinning is so painful.
You're such a dirty bum. Right, that's enough of that.
A dirty bum.
Charlie's
Charlie, you've
gone
gone
off
off the
camera.
video. What have you gone off to do? Jesus.
Don't mind me.
And he's gone on mute. What's happening back?
Yeah.
What is happening behind me? He's gone on mute and off camera.
Oh, a dirty bum.
Private.
Oh, dirty bum.
She literally looks at camera.
Oh, dirty bum.
Okay, back to it.
What's doing?
So we could go through the double doors, or we could go through one of like the more chill doors. But
Can
maybe
Dodge? Can we hear any ambient sounds coming from any of the doors?
Make me a perception check.
Just here.
can I assist? I also want to listen out.
How are you assisting?
I also listening.
Okay, yeah, sure. So 18. Do you go to every single door?
I kind of. Well, I'll move to like here and see if I can hear any sounds from any general direction.
18. Okay, so you go to this door. You have no idea what the sound is. You can't pinpoint it, but there's definitely some sort of noise coming from this door. You go to this door. You hold your ear up to it for a while. Both you and Amber, you hear nothing. Same for the far eastern door. You don't hear. And actually, you hear. How would you describe? From this far set of eastern doors, you hear a strange rhythmic sound that you can't quite place through the muffledness of the door. This door you hear nothing, and you didn't go down the stairs, so you don't know what's down here.
I relay that to the party. Do you want to go quiet or noisy?
I know, Elliot. I just saw Elliot laughing at rhythmic sound. Rhythmic sound. You can't quite place.
To be fair, I haven't knocked one out this entire campaign. So if you get to this level 22, you're like,
any rhythmic sound will do.
Let's do it. Let's go.
But Chingo got laid, but no one else has completed that mission.
I've not had much opportunity, to be fair.
I'm a monk. It's
I know.
not really high on my
We don't
list.
know. We haven't been following Gregor that long. He may have been getting wild pussy.
Dodge, by the way, I can't control Caesar.
Alright, I'll try to do that now.
He's
All
one
that
of those-
gift poontang.
He's one of those characters who always gets wild pussy when no one else is around.
Well,
I swear I've had
yeah. Yeah, I fuck girls all the time, bro. 100%.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, you just don't know them.
I still can't move him, Dodge.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out because he doesn't represent. There you go, Caesar. Now you should be able to.
It always happens with my other friends.
I'll go for this one, though.
No, they go to another school. You wouldn't know. So what are we doing?
Let's go through the door. Let's go through the door. Let's like creep it
Why
open
not?
politely, not like a kick down the door, like a little like open it surreptitiously.
Just have a
I'm
look.
not doing.
Okay,
I
let's
can
do
do
it.
it.
Come on in, Hopper.
You open the southern door.
I'm not opening it. I've touched stuff in the past and I've been burnt by that.
Okay.
Who is opening the door?
Yeah.
Cool.
Who opened? Who opened?
Running away from the door.
Ludusia's doing it.
Okay, Ludusia opens the door.
We have a
and
new
then I
door opener.
remove the entire dynamic light from the map. Bada bing, bada boom.
Ooh.
Okay, so as you creak open the door,
What is that?
no, go back to your position, please. You creak open the door, and the noise. It's like a horrible, low groaning sound. And you see sat down on the floor, like rotting and smelling pretty dreadful. This humanoid creature with very rotted robes, basically silks and stuff that are falling off of him. And this appears to be an animated zombie-like creature. It slowly, like, shuffles itself towards you, but at no great speed, like it is on its last legs and extremely weak.
Don't know how to
I turn to Gregor and I go,
Yeah. Oh,
here you
no,
go, my friend. Looks like you've got what you were looking for.
I'll get
What about
plenty.
you, friend?
I don't need any more.
Gregor, I think there's a zombie in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm dead.
zombie.
That's what we're talking about. What were you talking about?
It's just-
That's why he's getting so much mad pussy. It's all the zombies. So no.
Oh,
We're getting a bit closer.
not cool, bro. Yeah, it's slowly, like, really slowly crawling towards you, like, very slow, a feet a second.
With my knowledge of the undead, would I notice anything out of hand, or is it just like a run-of-the-mill zombie?
This is this is a creature who has been killed and then like resurrected by nefarious means. It's as textbook undead as undead come.
Right, do I have to roll initiative to just go and muller it?
I'll let you roll an attack with advantage.
Standing out of the way.
I will do regular attack, I think.
Oh,
31 most definitely hits.
slice it.
Yeah, so you walk up to the zombie and just... and what was once a semi-living creature dies very swiftly.
Lovely.
He dead.
From
Yeah, I mean, sure.
loot it, loot it.
Would I be able to discern anything?
Do we level up?
It's undead
And no, only Gregor levels up to level 21. He is now he has surpassed the normal PC. Mission complete. Undead slain.
What's in here then?
The Mad Mage was just a zombie after all.
We did it!
Dead the whole time.
3.
What's in here? Just a very, very horrible smell. This door probably hasn't been opened for quite some time by the smell of it in here.
Nice.
Do you go in and look around?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go around. You find amongst the old adventuring gear of the creature that you just slew, which is now beyond reasonable use, considering the time it's probably been here. You'd estimate this creature's probably been rotting here for a year or two, maybe. Pretty grim. There are, a lot of bad-looking stains around the room, but there are a number of... there's a couple of desks, or one desk in here, and there are kind of drawings and lots of papers and stuff.
Can I rifle through them, see if I recognize them?
Yeah, it's hard to make out. There's kind of strange... you find hundreds of bits of parchment with weird lines drawn all over them. They don't seem to make... make me a general intelligence check, Seraphina.
Is it language? Because she can read all... No,
It's not language.
Maybe it's a big picture that we need to put all the pieces together.
Maybe he was counting to see how many days... he could have got out.
Or just my intelligence?
Yeah, just D20 plus intelligence.
7.
Just keep the door open.
It still fucking smells in here. I don't see... Oh, there it is. 50... But your intelligence is +7? Your intelligence save is probably +7.
Yeah. Right, what is it then?
I don't know. What's your intelligence?
Your
I'll take the first one.
intelligence is +0.
+0, there you go.
+0, so 15. You take a good look at... I did it! You get a good look at... Yeah, you get a good look and you try and figure out what this means, but there's just hundreds of bits and none of it seems... It's not writing or any drawing that you can figure out. It appears very random. Yeah, hard to know.
I'll just point it out top and be like, look at these bits of scribbles. I wonder
Random
if there's
scribbles are my expertise.
Oh, there you go. Over to you, Hop.
Can we try and put them together, line them up on the floor and see if they make something?
This room's pretty small. You estimate that
I'll
if you
post them out.
try...
I'll get some papers and I'll pass them around. Is anyone able to make sense of this? No.
Well, I'll have a look. I love puzzles.
While they're
Yeah,
doing
I'll
that,
try and-
the general look of the room, is it like a servant's quarters kind?
It seems like a small kind of office space. There is a desk. There's an old bookshelf on the eastern wall, but with no books on it. They've been ripped out. The bed is kind of upturned and extremely gross. As you probably imagine.
If he's able to write, he's probably unlikely to be a servant. I reckon this is some form of academy or monastery, perhaps. If he's got robes on, he may be of the cloth, or perhaps a wizard of some sort. We've come across a few of those academies for the Mad Mage. Maybe this is the real one.
Maybe. Can I see any kind of writing? Is there any language I can identify?
None at all. Yeah, there are no words or scripture of any kind on these papers.
I mean, maybe if we saw those statues of Torn, perhaps this is some form of monastery, and this was a monk.
Has he got any kind of white gauntlet symbolism anywhere?
Make me a investigation check. This is going to be pretty gross, but yeah, you can help. You can start rifling through this.
Mush.
Well,
I do it with my mage
corpse.
hand. With my mage hand.
It's more difficult to do with your mage hand.
Advantage with advantage. That's 9.
And the 9 does it. You sloppily go around the double deceased corpse. Apart from its clothes, you don't really find anything of interest, and no symbolism of Torm that you can see.
Noted.
Maybe under the bed. Maybe some form of religious symbols anywhere around here. Anything in here? Can I go and have a look and see if there's anything?
Maybe.
Like, is there anything?
Maybe an investigation check.
To the pillow.
Still extremely gross, but 24. You take a look around the room. No holy symbols. Nothing of interest in this room apart from the papers. To be honest with you.
Anything?
Yeah, thoroughly.
The bed? Any weird etchings or?
You don't see anything. No. Bed seems very simply made. No finery here.
Are there any scratches or any signs of any escape attempts on the back of the door?
Interestingly, no.
So there's no lock. Is there a lock key in the back of the door, or? Is there like an ability for this person to lock themselves in?
Doesn't appear to be, no. Otherwise it would be locked.
But if it's a private chambers and they can't lock it, then it's not private. Sorry, Pete, I didn't.
Alright.
I didn't hear what you said anyway because of the strange voice.
I was going to search the body.
I asked Gregor and if not Gregor, Emwen in his head if he's trying to say something useful.
He's saying this.
You can reply normally in your head.
I was just coughing. No, it doesn't matter.
The body's already been searched. There was no interesting finds on it. He was fairly bereft of any equipment apart from the robes that are rotting on his body.
Is this a wardrobe?
No, it's a bookcase.
Ooh,
it's empty.
Oh, it's empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, come on. Come
Can't pull a book for secret doors if there's no book to pull.
But it's
As much as I love slaying undead.
Is there any like broken vials in here? Like any reason, any justification as to why he's a zombie? Like kind of like poison?
With your 24 investigation, no.
Alright.
Doesn't appear to be.
Okay.
Would I know anything else about the means of becoming undead, or
Go for another wee.
You don't know the ins and outs of necromancy. You obviously know that it's bad and you want to destroy it, anything that lives past its normal time. Most undead either are cursed to be that way or are summoned by someone. Is basically what you'd understand about how undead function. Anything beyond that is a bit more wizardy in tech at that point, like liches, for example. And I don't think of the lich variety.
Okay, well, let's just shut the door.
I think we've gleaned all the info that we can.
Yeah.
What about the papers? Nothing on there?
How about this door, guys?
Yeah, let's try another one. Why not? Oh, can I shut the door behind us?
Yeah.
Please.
You certainly can. Oh, I'll bring that over on the swingy on the dynamic lighting. Come here. Roll 20 of updated things again. This door to the south or the north?
The south.
Okay.
I put my ear up against the door.
I don't think we heard anything on this one.
Make me a perception check.
Sorry, my character sheet's miles away. Perception.
Jesus. You hold your ear up to the door, listening very intently, and it appears to be silent behind here.
I think it's empty, I say as I open the door.
Boing. As you peek your head around, trying to not get caught out by zombie terrifying stuff around too, you see a training room. Seraphina, very familiar looking to you. This is a... as you see into the room, there are training mats on the floor. There appears to be 2 wooden figurines used for striking training, as you've done for many years in your life. There are blunted weapons and crude armor on racks on the northern walls.
Looks like a dojo.
Dojo.
It's all very familiar, guys.
Maybe you're right about it being some sort
Yeah.
of
Monastery or...
cottage. Yeah, monastery. Is it reminiscent of monk training that you know of, Seraphina, or does it just look like a training room?
I mean, I think it's just a training room.
That's out of the round girl in the
Specifically monk, but yes. There's blunted swords, monks don't tend to use weapons or armor.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's another round of curl in the hospital. Or Alpemper, there's a plural.
What was that again, Gregor? I say
Yeah, I get it.
Does anyone recall?
perfect angle.
Anyone recalling the histories of a holy place disappearing
Oh.
like this?
I don't think so.
Can I do a history check? Slash
You've heard
religion?
of that?
No.
I mean, the only people who'd be able to even try and roll on that would be Amber and Hopper, and it would be very difficult.
I'll give it a go.
So,
You never know.
Roll me a history check with advantage.
Monastery disappearing?
Not in this case, no.
18.
This would be a history.
28 Hopper. Nice. Someone's been studying their histories.
Well, I said Amber roll with advantage because you and Hopper, you can't have both.
You said Hopper
I think
with
Amber
advantage.
and Hopper.
No, I didn't.
I misunderstood. I thought you meant like Amber and Hopper both roll. So,
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
pretty sure.
Well, then that would be 16 then.
We were thinking independently.
Yeah, of course. You rack your brains looking for monasteries that have disappeared or unearthed. Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing independently comes to mind, Amber. What about you?
No, me neither.
Strange.
Throwing a blank.
Is this a door as well? Sorry.
If only
Yeah,
we combine
a double door
our
to the
thoughts.
east and a door to the north.
That's really shut
Double door
this
to the
down.
east and a door to the north.
Let's go for this guy.
I think next time, Amber, we should combine our thoughts and get at least
Yeah,
two
we
extra insights.
Yeah, we should think about it before we.
Yeah, you should clarify who's going to roll it before you roll.
Yeah, we really should.
Think.
I think in history,
And not try and retroactively do it when you see the good dice roll.
Because of my greater...
Genuinely thought you said my roll. It's my fault.
Well, I've got a plus 12 in history, so let me...
Yeah, I mean, that's better than me, so you should definitely go first.
Let me go first. Religion and Arcana, plus 12s.
Open this door, please.
Pretty shit hot, man.
Okay, with no regard for any safety, the door is opened. You open up this door. Stop. Okay, what do we have here? As you look into the room, you see covering the entire western wall, about 40 foot across. You see a beautiful tapestry. It goes from floor to ceiling. The ceiling around here is around 20 foot tall. Flat ceiling in here. The tapestry covers the entire thing. It is a beautiful sight of a massive mansion or villa. It's like a kind of isometric shot of like the front of this white kind of building that's 3 stories high. There are trees and bushes all intricately carved and decorated. There are a number of figures in front of this mansion. There are all humans. You see in the center there are 3 women, then 2 young children to the right of them, a boy and a girl, and then a number of members behind them who are kind of a bit more indescript. There's
robes to the ones we've seen. The nondescript people in the background.
When you say robes, what do you mean?
Like the robes that the zombie guy was
Oh,
wearing.
no. No, they appear to be in what you would call nobles to fancier clothing. So yeah, you see that. What else do you see? There are a number of kind of comfortable-looking chairs and side tables in here. On the side tables are a couple of empty bottles, which look to have contained wine once upon a time, due to the staining in the glass. And that's about all you see.
What's behind the tapestry?
Jesus Christ.
The bottles of wine, or the empty
Empty, yeah.
Is they like covered in dust, or is it quite recent?
It doesn't look that dusty, no. Yeah, looks...
Are there any like
relatively
personal
recent.
effects apart from the glasses left around?
Maybe an investigation check.
Ooh, 13, please.
So where'd you get 13 from?
I've got advantage on all checks.
Oh yeah, because you have foresight. You don't seem to find anything around, no. No personal effects apart from, like I said, wine glasses and the wine bottles itself. The wine glasses are relatively nice looking, probably crystal. But in terms of other personal effects, you don't really see anything, no.
I lift up the bottom left-hand corner of the tapestry and see if there's anything behind it on the wall.
Just wall. Just normal. Same wall as around the rest of the room. You get the feeling that the tapestry is fairly old and quite delicate. That's the that's one thing about it. With too much like physical movement around it, it may get destroyed.
Does anyone recognise anyone in the picture?
I don't know. Hopper, do you recognize any historical figures?
That's I'm quite good at historical checks.
Yeah,
So I wonder, why don't you help me with it this time?
okay, yeah, I'll try.
Let's see. Oh, I'm going to use your channeling through me.
One of you rolls a history check with advantage. 29. Okay.
Effective.
You think back into your memory banks of time, all the studying you've ever done, and one thing kind of rings out to you, and it all starts to piece together quite quickly when you think back to a history of Waterdeep, and a Waterdavian family called the Shadow Dusk family, and you're like, wait, those are the names at the bottom of the statues, and all comes ring back. The Shadow Dusk family were the villa that they lived in was burnt down in Waterdeep around 25 years ago, and it was the heads of the family were 3 sisters, and they burned alive in the villa at the time.
Didn't Chingo get something about this?
We won't ever know.
I don't share any of this information with the others, so.
Well, then we'll.
Super meta.
Oh, so you're not Chingo anymore, but.
I have forgotten.
But out of game, yes, you did.
Yeah, I remember.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I do share that with the rest.
There were 3 sisters who were very high up in. They were a kind of business mogul family. These 3 sisters would trade in extremely high magic items, and did a long time ago kind of have what's the word? They'd sponsor adventuring parties to go down, through the Yawning Portal and down into this dungeon that you're in. But like I said, 25 or so years ago, the villa burnt to the ground, killing the 3 sisters in it.
Did they have any offspring?
Is the old lady one of the sisters? The one who has biscuits but with the Mad Mage and plays chess? Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
We don't know. So interesting. So this looks like a shrine to them.
They're a long way from Waterdeep, jeez.
Well,
I guess we are.
Well, they had a real connection with this place. They used to send people down here to, for whatever reason. Perhaps this was why. Maybe this was their...
Like all the way down.
So, does the tapestry have 3 sisters, Dodge?
It appears to have quite a lot of the family in there. There's 3 sisters. There are 2 younger children, a boy and a girl. There appear to be 2 parents behind the 3 sisters, so a bit older looking parents. And then it doesn't just those are those central figures. There is a number of family members, maybe 20 to 30 family members that are scattered behind them, and they are all varying. They're all human. They're all varying in description. There are ranges of children to elderly.
Are there any that look like the Mad Mage?
Oh, what?
Make me a perception check. The Mad Mage is behind you. No, none of them appear to be Halaster in appearance or anything resembling him in appearance.
Do the 2 younger children, the boy and the girl, resemble the statues?
Hard to know. The statues are fully helmed. There were no distinguishing features on the statues themselves, apart from there was a man and a woman.
Do they look like younger siblings, or do they look like children of one of the girls? One of the big sisters?
For
so you've
which?
Got the 3 sisters.
Yeah. And they're around, ranging in age between like 20 and 30. And the younger ones maybe, 6 to 8, maybe.
Yeah.
They could potentially.
Potentially, but it's not. Their names aren't listed or anything. There's no obvious family tree or anything here. But they are there.
Interesting. Okay, then for our journey.
Who made? No, never mind. It's fine.
Onwards.
The Have we checked all of these? Are these tables or cupboards or?
But there's a number of side tables and then these kind of fancy chairs or lounges.
Okay.
Are they the kind of chairs that like have like lift up bench seats or anything like that, or are they just like hard?
You start trying to lift them up, but there's no secret
Can I check the
compartment with all my
coins down
secrets
the
in
back of the cushions? No, I'm joking.
Make me
Are there
an
any
investigation
drawers?
check.
Are there any drawers
Yeah,
in there?
There don't appear to be any drawers, no.
An investigation check.
Yes, please.
10.
10. You scour looking through the bottom of the. Oh, you scour through, looking through, and then Emwen eventually, like, goes. He reaches, finds something, and it's a silver piece.
Woohoo!
I'm adding that to my collection.
Adding a profit.
Congratulations. It's actually a magical silver piece, the only weapon to destroy the Mad Mage.
Caesar, is there any magic in this room? Any magical items in this room, Caesar?
Picks his fingers, has a little scan around. So, no, I don't see anything magical here.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Come on then. But I'm gonna shut this door behind us.
Okay.
Shutting doors behind us.
Swing. It's good. It lets me move the rooms around, and then I can fuck you.
Yeah.
What about the lounge area that you were just in? Although there's some people still inside
There's
it.
people in there, so I'm not gonna shut it yet.
Nah, fuck them. Shut them in. That's when the real game begins. The tapestry comes to life and kills all of them. It's an animated tapestry.
I was trying to find that scene from It.
Which one?
Where I think it's It 1, where they're looking at all the photos in the photo shoot thing.
Yeah, and then the fucking just the Mad Mage's face just flies out like wee. Hello.
Let's explore.
I shut that door behind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is double doors we could go through. I wonder if they lead to like a big room. Or we go down to a staircase is the other option.
Do you knock your horn into it as you try and put your ear up?
No, I just put my ear up against it.
You hear. It's hard to describe, but yeah, it's a rhythmic sound. The doors. You notice that the doors appear to be well made around. Say again.
Would I recognise it if it was instrumental? Like it's not music.
It doesn't appear to be instrumental from what you can gather, no. But like I said, it's hard to tell. The doors in this place are quite well made. There's not really any gaps or, any visible kind of light spillage. So it's really, the doors seem to work well at muffling out sound. So it's hard to tell with a perception roll of a 19.
I think there's something behind this door, guys. Do you want me to just bust it open or?
No, let's not do it loudly. Let's just do it gently.
Lightly.
I creak one handle down and open it a little bit until I can poke as much as an eye through and see it.
I mimic what she's doing.
Well, what we
Okay,
can do
so
is open the door. Send Send. It only needs an inch.
I mean, it's up to you guys, but
We've definitely opened the door.
okay, well the door's open, so there we are. As you open the door, within a couple of inches of it opening, you understand what the noise is immediately. It's the sound of running water. It's water flowing down and hitting like a pool below it. However, the source of the running water kind of terrifies some of you that have seen the creature where it's coming from before. It is this room is around, it's like a 40-foot high domed kind of room. It's a beautiful carving, and the statue is quite massive, of an aboleth, mouth agape, water pouring out of it into the fountain below. Anything else I can say about it? That's about it. It's very intricate and very well made in here.
Am I getting any kind of vibes off it, or is it just a statue?
Magic.
Describe vibes.
Like, I don't know, like Far Realm vibes.
Aboleths are 100% from the Far Realm.
Okay.
I remember.
Caesar, is there any
Is that
magic
what-
around that statue?
Yes.
Ooh, what kind?
Conjuration.
First edition.
I've only just noticed Kate's headphone.
I've literally just put them on, that's why.
I'm a cat.
It's a hairband.
I'm a cat.
Yes.
I literally just put them on.
Okay, conjuration magic apparently, according to my good friend Caesar.
Okay.
The water, possibly?
Conjuring the water, yeah. The conjure water spell on that fountain.
Do we go in the room?
Well, it's either the water or the aboleth.
Throw a coin in.
It's either the water or the statue.
I throw a kind of.
Let's take a risk.
Step towards the front and toss a bronze coin in.
I mean, I'm not going to make you roll a dex roll because you're you. Ding, ding, ding. Flip it in, and it lands with a kush-blush in the fountain. What was your wish? Actually, you can't tell me.
Oh, so we know the water's real then. Oh, great.
Maybe we should leave.
The aboleth is there!
I wished for the aboleth to come alive.
That one might just come true.
Go on then, go in. Let's go and see what's going on in here. We haven't killed an aboleth in a while. I'm feeling level 18.
I think it will come.
I step in.
I'm
I don't
feeling
think
level
it'll do that
18.
well with that much water.
Everyone tiptoes around the
I look in the water.
You see a bronze coin.
Add that to my silver.
Yeah, that to my silver.
Oh, he's fucking... Emwen's getting fucking money this round.
Can I investigate the walls, please? And does anybody want to help me investigate the walls?
What are you looking for, Seraphina?
No. Extra doors.
I'll help you.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do this.
Investigation check. 13. Yeah, you look around the walls. It seems pretty solid, very well made. You don't see any kind of secrets or...
Okay. No dents.
Very
No
nice.
scratches in the floor.
Nope, very pristine looking room, very nice.
I wonder if this thing is real. It's very, very well constructed. Does anyone fancy seeing if this is...
It's hanging down.
There again?
Has it got tentacly bits hanging down?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's aboleth through and through.
So-
I can give you the... I can re-give you the image of the aboleth if you'd...
Does it
hasn't
remind
haunted
us
your
of the
memories.
carving on the floor?
Ooh, that's a good question. Make me a nature check.
Does it what, sorry?
Remind us of the carving on the floor.
11. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. 11.
I remember.
Yes and no. It has familiar looks because it's squiddy, tentacly in nature. To you, it's hard to put them both together.
Okay, well, I will mention it and see if it ticks it around in anybody else's brain. Hey, do you think this could have something to do with the carving on the floor? Because, tentacles and everything.
Not this ball. The same aboleth that you all fought earlier in your campaign.
I think you're asking if we've ever met an aboleth before.
I might
We
just
have.
keep... The voice is so annoying. Is this the plan?
Until you heal me. Yeah.
It's working.
Yeah.
It is working.
Yeah, we have actually. There was this whole underwater battle. It was pretty mental.
Yeah.
This thing is real.
Yeah. It's an aboleth. It's mind control. I think underwater.
Yeah.
Pretty dicey. It was
Yeah,
it was actually
a
it was
close
amazing.
one.
Actually. It was tainting this entire level with this oily, viscous grossness, and we defeated it, and saved everyone there. It was great.
It's not undead, I don't really care.
It was pretty badass. actually.
Maybe these are shrines to all of the major enemies that we have or haven't fought throughout.
I mean, that
our-
feels a little bit like
One zombie and an aboleth.
Undead aboleth. Oh, yeah.
The aboleth that you fought before could be the same aboleth that is the statue.
I think
Yes.
actually, didn't we not kill it? We just banished it to another realm, so it could
Whatever
be.
you did to it.
Is that right? Go
'Cause it's
check
close
that
to,
out.
it was close to Waterdeep, the aboleth that you guys fought. These
Man, you
guys.
really know about this aboleth.
Yeah.
You've been reading up on us.
Have you been reading?
Are you- oh my God, are you,
journals
fan-
thing?
Are you fanboying right now?
I'm a groupie. I'm trying to remember what happened when you killed the aboleth.
Killed it, I think.
I think we killed it.
Did it the first
We
time.
did. I thought. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually.
Yeah, I don't fully remember. I feel like you killed it.
Yeah, we did. It went to
We
another
kill
place.
everything.
I feel like if you had just banished it and it had found a way back, yeah, you would have had to have deal with that already. So
No, I think we did kill it, but doesn't it just reborn?
Yeah, that's what I
respawn in
mean.
another round?
No, that's
yeah.
a beholder.
We didn't banish it, but we did by.
I feel like it comes back.
I'm pretty sure it's a beholder that does that, not an aboleth. I think an aboleth is the mind controlling one, but the eyes, the beholder ones.
oh no, I remember. No aboleth truly dies. So yeah. So
Yeah.
no, yeah. Beholders can die. It's fine. Aboleths don't die. When you kill them, they come back to life in the far realm. And have to try and make their way back to the material plane if they can. So you killed it on this material plane.
But yeah,
Okay.
this statue of this aboleth could be the same aboleth that you guys fought. It would make sense.
Well, yeah, I reckon this is a giant ode to our achievements.
Right. Well, we've done really well. An aboleth and one.
Yes, we
one
killed this.
little zombie.
Let's go and find
Come on, then let's find more
a
odes
fairy
to
dragon.
wondrousness.
a fairy dragon and a behir and any other giant thing we killed. Death tyrant. We'll see one of those hopefully.
Right.
Oh, I hope not. Are there any inscriptions or anything on this statue, Dodge?
Maybe an investigation check.
I don't think.
Okey-dokey.
Answer is
9. Oh, my
9.
balls! What happened? They dropped off a cliff.
No.
Fair enough.
Wow.
There we go.
I mean,
was the answer so convincing that it's worth me bettering and doing one too?
it'd be a harder
Oh,
DC.
I'm pretty sure there's nothing there.
That's good for me.
I've checked it thoroughly and I
Interesting.
couldn't see anything. Are you
Wait.
doubting my word, Hopper?
You had your hands over your eyes when you were looking just a second ago.
Rubbish. I was just itching.
Okay, well we'll look. I might second check you next time, but this time I feel like it would be meta.
Emwen, which
So
way
much
did
better.
the ball of light go? This way.
Yes, right over there.
We've checked all these doors. Well, Caesar did say there was some kind of conjuration in that room with the aboleth statue.
Why aren't we checking that out?
Well, what do you want to
I
do?
don't know. You're the wizard. You go check it out.
All right, fine. Don't run off, guys. I've got one
Emwen.
more thing I want to try. If this was real stone, then doing this wouldn't work. I'm gonna put my hand on it and try and turn the stone into jelly.
How long do you do it? It's a very big statue.
I don't need to do it for long to find out if it's stone or not.
Just cause a little flat. Not a big.
So you'll have to bring up the spell again to
It
see
takes
exactly what we're doing.
5 by Is this Angeli?
We need to wait.
Angeli.
Oh,
That's not Angeli.
Not that. This.
Minor alchemy. 1 cubic foot every 10 minutes. Okay, so 10 minutes is minimum. Yeah, you grab off one of the tentacles. We're going to spend 10 minutes trying to transform it into jelly. Is anyone else doing anything in this time?
I'm watching.
Fascinated.
I haven't seen him do this before. I have.
Yeah, you have. Everyone has now.
Angeli?
I love the jelly spell. It's mesmerizing, so I'm watching.
Gregor, you're saying, ooh, like you have a plan.
I feel like we're going to come up against something pretty horrible. So I'm going to cast a Death Ward on myself, please.
Okay. 8 hours of Death Ward. Where are you? Under the Periton. Is anyone else doing anything? Anything crazy in this time?
I'm going to renew my mage armor just because good to have that
Just
shit
'cause.
going.
Sure.
Emwen's squeezing one of his spots.
There we go. Mage armor.
Just
Renew.
pops a fucking absolute bile of shit and then grows and grows 2 more spots. Okay, so after 10 minutes or so passes, Hopper, you feel the stone getting warm and the tentacle that you hold onto starts to slowly turn into this blue-like jelly that you've seen before, and it just falls into the water pool below.
Seems that this really is stone. It's not a aboleth. The conjuration, I believe, might be the water. Can I just touch the water, run it through my hands, and see if it feels real using our An Arcana check as well.
I mean, it's water. It feels like water.
But does it feel like conjured water?
There's no difference.
It feels like conjured water.
It's water.
Well, I would know. It's got like a kind of saltiness to it that normal water doesn't.
You have no idea whether this is conjured or normal water.
Alright, fine. Alright, well, fuck this place. There's nothing to see here. I'll chuck the jelly tentacle over my shoulder into the water.
I mean, it turned into jelly and fell in the water anyway. It's
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
yeah.
I'll touch it and say goodbye to it. Wish you good luck.
It says goodbye to you too.
Oh, bye, jelly.
Oh, jelly.
Sorry about keeping you there, guys. I just thought maybe that was going to do something a little bit more exciting, but it's okay.
I was mesmerized.
Yeah, it was
Well,
great.
sometimes you gotta just turn a tentacle into jelly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
It's,
I have heard that.
I'm more of a tentacles into stone kind of gal, but you know, when they turn into jelly.
yeah, well, you know, don't beat yourself up about it.
Right then.
That
That's not a door.
Right, can I
Nine.
shut this door behind us, please?
Sometimes you just
Yes.
don't have to touch.
you got the touch. You got the
I'd say
secret.
it's only a 20% to 80%.
No, that's alright.
Okay. Well, we've got a whole other set of doors. So there's a staircase at the other end of the corridor to the north.
Exploring is best.
Right.
Let's go into a door. I like doors.
Ludusia is buzzing. You're not really sure why. She's just having a
Feel like buzzing.
It's weird that there's no people or like stuff.
Well, there was one person.
If you call him
might
a
hear up
person.
against this door.
What's the bets? Is it a manor or is it a temple?
You pressure it up against the door and you can't hear anything coming from the other side.
I open it.
Okay, you open the door.
One of you is going to be trapped, probably.
Stop. As you open the door, sat on a chair by torchlight. I'll describe the torch in a minute. You see a older-looking woman, maybe 60 to 70 in human years.
See her name.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, there's no token for it apart from that. She has a very large tome open in her hand, glasses on, and is facing towards the door as it abruptly opens. Startled, looks up and goes, "Hello," and that's where we're going to quickly break. Right, go for a piss.
Oh.
Right, go drink.
Right. Let's, what spells can we do to kill it?
Yeah.
Fireball. It's a flump, kill it!
I want to kill more things with like telekinesis and like make a.
I mean, that's cool in principle, but it never actually works. You try it
I
and
have
then.
the spell that does the one word kill. Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hmm.
No thanks. Oh, I've got.
Well, it does about 100 points of
You look
damage.
like a homeless person, Katie. Put the can up again with the gloves. Homeless. Stella with gloves.
Hey, what's the issue?
Oh,
You're the one who got me the Stella.
It was what was in the fridge.
I'm gonna see if this works. Dirty bum.
Okay.
Trying to turn his camera off again. He's got a dirty bum.
Man likes what he likes.
If you want me to send you a link to what was it? It's just called Sex Chess.
I think it's just
Good times. Yeah. Good times.
But it's doing better than Alien Extraction, Charlie.
Shut up.
Oh.
Wow.
To be
Should've
fair,
got-
the main
should've got boobies in
game
it.
that we were up against on the Steam Next Fest was that Operation Lovecraft, which sounds
Yeah.
cool, but it is just the fucking game.
You'll have a lot of sales though.
Yeah, what sales have you got on Alien Extraction now?
I was on the what was it? There was just a sale. There was just a sale on.
Christmas?
Autumn sale.
Yeah, the autumn sale or whatever. Yeah.
How many have you sold? 25p?
25% off.
Oh, right, it's just 25p.
No, like £2.
25p. Jesus.
Maybe I should just put it for 10p and see what happens.
It'd be like Skyrim, where it's like £1 now. It's like, please play the fucking game already.
Yeah, but you need to get the gold edition game of the year.
Yeah, £1.50.
You need
The horse armor.
and the original deluxe edition.
It's £1.50 for the whole game, and then like £2 horse armor.
Too much. Oh.
I'm talking about next gen Witcher 3 update. That looks pretty good.
Yeah. Played it once now. That's enough.
Oh, the battle music of this level is from Witcher 3, actually, if you ever, have a battle.
We're glad to hear it.
I've been addicted to a really shit game called Peglin.
Pegging?
Peglin.
Pegging.
Yeah.
Great game.
It's not a game.
Have you become the prince?
It's not a game to me!
Charlie, are you the Prince of Peglin?
Why not?
Are we ready to talk to this mysterious woman?
That's the important thing.
That is the biggest load of horseshit.
Are we ready?
ever
Are we ready?
in my
Are we
life,
ready?
that pegging
Are we
thing.
ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready?
The
Get
biggest
ready.
load of horseshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, the door abruptly is opened by Ludusia, and yes, as described, sat on a chair by torchlight. Interesting side note: the torch here, there's like it's a sconce with a torch in it, like as you'd expect. The torch is upside down. It's a bit strange. She's reading a large book. As the door violently opens, she looks up and is like startled. Hello?
Hi.
Like I said, elderly lady, 70-ish, 60s, 70s.
Do you recognise her voice?
Make me a history check.
Are we
I'm
prepared?
good at those.
You've never heard this voice before.
I'm meeting the lady who does the voice for the underground.
Imagine. Can I?
Hi.
Fey creature.
Three.
You're far from home. Can I help you? And you have a number of people behind you, I see.
Yeah, these are my pals. I introduce everyone.
Hey.
Pleasure.
Hello. Motley crew. I wasn't expecting to see anyone. We've been exploring down here, and we have opened some doors, and we haven't met anyone yet. I introduced myself properly. I'm Ludusia Goldenhorn. As you can see, I'm Faye. You've already identified that. You are. I step into the room.
She would slowly close the book and place it down next to her.
I say, in fact, not who you are. Who I have the pleasure of meeting.
Interesting day this is about to become. Well, greetings to all of you. My name is Melisara Shadowdusk. This is my home that you have walked into.
Oh, apologies.
You do realise you have an infestation of undead down here?
Define infestation.
Well, I mean, we're finding them in your manor or temple or whatever this is.
What do you mean? Wait. It looks you up and down specifically. Recognizes what you are. Is like, oh, you didn't dispatch of my pet, did you?
I most certainly did.
Oh, annoying. Fine. We also have to get another whenever they come through again.
What?
You live down here? Is this your house?
Yes, this is my home that you've wandered into.
Lovely to meet you, by the way. My name's Amber, Oridan. Beautiful place you've got here.
Thank you very much.
I really like the patterns on the floor. They're really interesting. Not these ones, but the ones in the main hall are really fascinating.
He looks at you, kind of squintingly, trying to read you.
Look at that.
Ooh. There's a feeling that she kind of understands you a little bit more than you were expecting at first glance. She's like, Yes, they are interesting carvings indeed.
Is it just you that lives down here? It's a big place.
No, my entire family lives here. Me, my husband, and she gestures to this kind of light curtain that's like here. It's like a light silken black and grey kind of curtain. Then my husband, he is resting. He lives here. I didn't hear. Excuse me. Sorry. What has happened to this creature?
We're not sure. This is our friend Emwen. He's beset by. We can't work out if it's a curse or what. We're really concerned about it, but we just don't know what to do. Have you ever seen it before?
It's a form of mutation, I believe.
Yes. I've never seen an ailment like. Never seen an ailment quite like that. Give me a moment. She would pull out. She would pull out this strange bit of like animal fur from one of her pouches. Stand up, slowly walk towards you, Emwen. Look you up and down quite severely, and then take the fur, kind of scatter it in the room, and cast a spell on you. And quite curious. I feel like with a few days rest, you should be fine.
Really? Is that right?
I would not come back into contact with whatever caused you the ailment, though. Otherwise, it may have more of a permanent effect.
It's not catching, is it? It won't spread if he touches one of us.
I mean, right? I wouldn't touch him if I were you. And she would hastily make her way back to her chair. She is elderly. As she is going back, you can see like she is slightly limping, and then as she gets back to her chair, it's like an effort. She gets back in like.
Do you know much about the magical arts?
Oh, I'm very well versed. Yes, as I can tell, some of you are as well. Specifically looking at Hopper, and then back to you, and slightly towards Lucia.
Yeah, there's a bit of a passion of mine, and Hopper is very keen on the magical arts, aren't you, Hop?
I love it.
Don't get him talking, he won't shut up.
Would you like to see my spell book?
Oh no, I'm quite alright, thank you.
No, I wasn't going to show you anyway.
Yes, I mean, as you know as well as I, it's the most precious thing. You'd rather not hand it over willy-nilly. She kind of frowns towards you.
I know. It was a funny wizard joke. It was a joke amongst us wizardy folk. I was just lost on many a person.
Do you know much of Halaster Blockflow?
I know of him. We have conversed. Why?
We're just interested in knowing more about him. We've been walking through what appears to be what people refer to as his dungeon for many moons. And
make me a deception check.
That's not a lie.
She doesn't even know if she's lying or not.
It's a lie.
We do want to know more about him.
Oh, good. The rest of you nervously hold it together as Ludusia appears to quite nicely lie about the true intentions of why she wants to know more about Halaster.
She get people to believe what they want to believe. Yeah, we've just been wandering down the dungeon for ages. I'm slightly newer to the party than some of the others. They're seasoned pros. They've been here for a really long time. And it feels with every step we take further down that we are closer to encountering him.
He does frequent here fairly often, maybe once every month or two.
You pals?
I mean, as you know, we're colleagues, as you will. We mage to mage, archmage to archmage.
Does he live quite close to here then?
I'd imagine so. I mean, he teleports around, so it's hard to exactly know.
We did hear the teleport. Friend in Skullport mentioned that to us.
Can I just ask, are you surprised to see us here?
Before that, she would look at, oh, Tass! You mean Tass?
Yes,
yes. We've, she has visited once or twice, maybe, but years ago, with Halaster. They may have had a little fling, I think, at one point, but...
I got that vibe.
I'd love to be able to see up here, by the way.
You tap that ass.
Can you see? Yeah, you should be able to. The curtain's barely. It's light. You can see. There's a man there who stood there. Not really animated. Not really moving that much. Where was I? What did you say, Hopper?
Us and Halaster.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, we went to. I'm quite surprised. Yes, we haven't had. Well, I haven't seen anyone come down for quite some time. I don't think people make it this far very often. You have to be quite well skilled trying to. I mean, we hit our home very well, and you've still managed to come down. So, I mean, props to you. I'd hate to know what kind of destruction you'd cause above.
It's certainly been interesting. Got a few interesting stories to tell, that's for sure. If we ever get out of here.
When you say you hid your home down here, why were you hiding, if you don't mind me asking?
Have you ever heard of the Shadow Dusk family or Shadow Dusk Hold before?
I have indeed.
In a previous life, maybe.
So, when our homestead was burnt in a freak accident, was not quite exactly the truth. Murder was attempted upon us because we had gathered too much magical good for some people to deem safe, so they attempted to destroy us, and they did. They killed 3 of my nieces.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Was not so pleasurable. So my brother gathered as many of the Shadow Dust as he could find, sending out messages to all, and we decided to hide down here, otherwise we would be slowly rounded up and killed. And we've hidden down here for ever since then.
So, are there quite a lot of you down here?
Yeah, a few of us, yes.
Must have a big place. It seems very quiet.
It's very large, yes. It's modelled after our homestead that we had before. 3 floors, very large and grandiose, as you may have seen from the bits that you have seen. But tell me, what is your end goal in coming here? I'm curious.
Just kind of been making our way down. We're kind of like a band of intrepid adventurers out for, discovering mysteries, solving the world's problems, making a bit of cash on the side. So we've just kind of been winding our way down through the dungeon, taking odd jobs here and there, and seeking adventure.
Why do you see most travelers who get this far, out of interest?
I didn't hear. I heard 2 things at once. I didn't hear. Charlie, what did you say?
Why are most adventurers coming down here that you encounter?
Most of them seek glory or treasure, or have been sent down here by someone.
I think we fall into the first 2 categories: adventure, cash.
I'm mostly after glory, but it's mostly because I'm with these guys and I want to tell their tale to the world, and that will give me glory.
I think
he's an excellent musician, really fabulous.
Oh, cheers. Do you want to hear a tune?
Would recommend.
I mean, I'd love to at some point, but well, in terms of, your end goal, you've reached it. This is it. You've reached the end.
This can't be the last. Can't be the last level. Surely
stars.
We meet the Mad Mage if that's a possibility.
You can hang around here for a few months. He may appear at some point. He doesn't really announce his visits. He visits his visits on a whim.
Should we do that then, guys? Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, we do that.
You mentioned to have lots of magical items. Are we able to have a look?
No, you are not.
We could
you in the
purchase them
are you selling any of them, or is it?
Oh, absolutely not. No, they are now family heirlooms at this point. We
That's
anything that we wanted to keep hold of is now kept for our own.
Fair.
Are you just preserving yourselves down here, or do you have an end goal? Are you hoping to leave again?
Do you want revenge? Do you want to return to Waterdeep, triumphant, slay your enemies, vanquish your foes?
As you say these things, make me an insight check, Amber.
Insight.
And I will roll against you.
22.
I rolled a natural 2. You can tell as this comes out, you can see she's trying to hide it, but when you say, do you wish to get revenge, conquer Waterdeep, and go back. She can't hide it. There's a rage behind the face and facade of like what she's trying to hide. The family were killed, names were besmirched, and she would very much like to go back to Waterdeep and wreak some real revenge. What she would say is like, we're, keeping to ourselves, trying to hide out for as much as we can.
Do you know who tried to kill you?
Oh yes.
We plan to return to Waterdeep at some point. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I mean it's definitely on my list of things to do. Anyone we should be avoiding?
Well, fortunately for you, you will not have to deal with the same people who besmirched our name and killed us, because they are very much dead now.
Did you sort them out?
Well, you sorted out one of them.
Ooh.
Did we?
Who was that?
You did, yes. Earlier on, you said you killed my pet.
Was that one of your enemies? That's very good. I like that.
I don't.
Well, you wouldn't.
Sorry about that.
We took the other off from them.
I took his life and brought him back to life and killed him many times over.
What was his name?
Fuck me. His name was. His name was Zale Ephraim.
Sounds like a right bastard.
Zac
Who else? Zale Ephraim. I didn't write the fucking book. It's in there.
Actor, was he?
Yeah, big six-pack abs. Did a lot of steroids.
Good at singing. Good at singing.
Look, I'm just going to pre-warn you. If I see any undead, I will kill them.
Okay.
Okay, as long as we're alright with that.
I mean, you won't find any more, at least of my doing. So yeah, that's fine.
Great.
I'm interested. You said
Good
this is.
chat.
You said this is the end of the dungeon. I thought there were more levels. I have this map here which seems to suggest more levels.
I mean, there are 3 levels to this house, and that is it. There's 2 more levels after this.
Oh, so there's 2 more levels.
To this house.
Oh, I see.
To this hold. But
I seem to think there's like more layers to the dungeon. I don't even know which level we're on right now, but I know we've been going down for ages.
I mean, this would be, from memory, from the travels that people have done up and down, some of my family members, this would be the 22nd level of Undermountain, as far as I'm... Unless Moab and Halaster may have added more levels at time, but from memory.
Yeah, we lost track at some point. 22nd, you say? Okay, that's interesting. I make a note.
She kind of sniggers at lost count, says, yes, counting to 22 is extremely difficult.
Well, it is when you've been as busy as we have, running away from various things, and
Do you happen to have any archways in your house here? Any stone archways? Funny ones. Maybe.
What do you mean by funny ones?
Well, just like a stone archway with engravings on, or something that looks like a. Like half an oval, but made out of stone.
There's a stone archway.
It's Hopper.
There's a stone archway on the lowest level, on the 3rd level, in the bottom of the house.
Have you ever been through it?
Oh no. No, I don't go down there anymore. Not really. It's been a while since I've been down there.
Well, that's very helpful. We like these archways. We're trying to figure them all out.
Yeah, a really nice puzzle.
They often have very interesting engravings.
Look at your stone archway. Would you mind?
I mean, you may try to go down there, but I warn you, could be dangerous.
Ooh, what's down there?
Some members of the Shadow Dusk family have changed, you would say.
It's tough with being cooped up in this level altogether like that. I bet relationships have changed.
With
Amber Oridan.
Some of us remain sane. Some of us do not. The one artifact that we brought along and which we found many, many years ago was a black tablet. And my niece and my nephew, Zalthar and Desmir, which if you've entered this level, have you already seen there?
Statues, yeah.
The Holy Paladins of Torm.
I saw that.
Once upon a time.
Respect. Very respect.
Indeed. Holy Paladins of Torm, they are no longer, however.
What?
They have reached far into the far realm and have been very much corrupted. They inhabit the lower level of this house now. I very seldom go down there. They are kin, so I do not wish to slay them myself.
Would you mind if they were no longer around?
I would prefer it. They are, in all honesty, they are not the look that we wish to portray as our family.
Maybe we could help each other out.
I mean, I've helped you out greatly. I mean, if you wish to see the stone archway that you're looking so dearly for, then you'll find it on the eastern side of the bottommost basement of this house. But I warn you, it will be challenging.
Imagine.
Do you remember? Is there any kind of inscription or anything on top of the archway, or around it in any way?
No, there are a few statues next to it, but I've never really been too interested. Not from memory. It's been a long time.
And what kind of corruption are your kin suffering?
They have, and she looks at you, Amber, very intently, as she says, and locks eyes with you completely, which says, they have been corrupted by the far realm.
I take your meaning.
And she continues to stare into your eyes.
I hold her gaze. Unflinching.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no, sorry.
Is that so? I hear that
It
happens
is.
from time to time.
It really does.
Huh.
Yes.
Oh. Is it chilly in here, or is it just me?
Just you, I believe.
Okay. Good.
It would look then to the rest of you. Well, what are your plans now?
Oh, I don't know.
This gate.
Did you think that... You said you thought that our friend Emwen, if we just took a couple of days, might be returned to his full health? Or, you know...
I would think so. As long as he stays away from the source of the corruption.
How long's it been since we got corrupted?
8 to 12 hours, give or take.
Is there somewhere we can rest here?
I think he's asking if there's anywhere we could rest. Here.
I understood him barely. We don't have any chambers for you.
But is it relatively safe if we just, parked up in a corner?
As long as you stay on this eastern side of this level, this floor, then sure. I wouldn't go to the west level. I mean, there are a number of creatures there that will attack you on sight on the western side of the keep.
What's the western side?
On this floor, there are a number of servant creatures that we have, but they won't attack me. But if they see you, they will attack on sight. So I'd avoid them.
And where's the rest of your family? We don't want to get into any disputes with people on our way down to the third level. Is there any kind of
a few of my kin probably are in their chambers. I mean, a few of my kin are further down in the level below me. Level below us here. There's a few of them probably in their chambers.
We clearly want to go all the way down to the third level and check out this archway. But I don't want to run into any problem with your family. Is there any kind of pass you could give us, or perhaps a guide or something to let them know that we're not here to cause trouble for you?
Allies.
Yeah.
And you could just speak to them like you've spoken to me.
Yeah, but some people get a bit jumpy when they see a big group of random people in their home. You've been lovely, and
I would start by knocking on doors instead of just bursting through them. That was a bit startling, I must admit.
Yeah, do you think it'd be okay if we just mentioned your name? Do you think that would do it? I really don't want to get into any trouble.
I mean, you may mention my name. It's up to them what they do, but they are my family. But I can't promise myself to what their actions will be.
Okay, so there's no kind of like pass you could, like a guest access you could give us or anything like that.
I mean, I could write you some parchment, but it doesn't.
That could confirm that we've actually spoken to you.
With your blessing, kind of. We're here.
I don't really have a secret phrase or a special password. I'll be honest. I mean, I can write you a piece of parchment that says that you've spoken to me, but
That'd be perfect.
I mean,
would be perfect. I would love
but
that.
they're not going to believe it.
I immediately pull out a piece, like some pristine parchment from my bag and a very fancy looking quill and hand it to her.
Okay, well, she will take it. I mean, I will write it, but the chances of them believing it are pretty small. She will start writing it, putting quill to parchment.
And would you mind signing it? That would be great.
What should I call you?
This fabulous
The
group
Chingos.
of no,
No, we're not the Chingos.
this I don't know, intrepid band of adventurers. That's how I think of us.
She sniggers. This intrepid band of adventurers have been giving the blessing of myself, Masara, Shadow Dusk, to go down to the depths of our hold and slay Zalthar and name forgotten and Desmere, and to investigate the archway and the eastern side of the lowest part of the house. And then she would sign it with her name and an MS, and then blow it slightly and hand it over to you.
Thank you. I fold it. I leave it to dry for a second.
And it all smudges as you roll it up.
No. I need to. I am well versed in how to treat parchment. So
she would say it. I mean, yes. I mean, you can hand it to them. Whether they believe it or not is another matter. But
it's a good start. I think it can be helpful. Thank you. So we perhaps might rest up a little bit and see if you don't mind, we'll just post up quietly on this side of the floor. We won't cause any trouble. We just want to wait perhaps for Emwen to turn back to normal, if possible.
You wouldn't have any kind of magic that might be able to help out healing him or reforming him, would you? We're willing.
I've identified what I can do. I don't think there's any magical thing that I could do that you would not be able to do. Instead of, apart from rest, if I'm honest.
A little bit of R&R.
Yes, I don't see any... There's nothing magically wrong with him. He is just deformed.
Well, what's that anyway?
Well, I guess eventually I might see his actual form. Maybe not. Maybe it is permanent, but I have my doubts.
Nicely.
Okay, well, we don't want to overstay our welcome, so it was lovely to meet you, and thank you for this piece of paper. I wave it, and the information about Emwen and the Archgate, and we will just post up quietly and... the entrance to the third level, we just go down the staircase at the end of this corridor, yes?
Oh, yeah, sorry. If you take the staircase down to the north here, and she'd point out, and then the next set of stairs would be kind of in the center, southern area of that level, and then you'll end up and you'll have to try and go east. But like I said, while my kin on the level below me may be slightly, she hesitates on trying to think of the correct word, slightly frantic, shall we say. The ones further below will be difficult to converse with.
Can I just confirm, this black tablet you mentioned, is that what caused this?
In part, yes.
And where's the tablet now?
I do not know.
Oh, did they take it and then go mad?
I believe they have it in their possession, but I do not know where it is.
So don't touch the black tablet is what you're saying if we find it?
I would not, no.
Okay, good to know. Okay, team, shall we?
Let's go.
Roger.
Melisara, it's been a pleasure. I do like a very flourishy bow on the way out that sort of sounds a bit musical.
Next to her, I do the best bow that I can do, which just looks like a It just looks sad. Like, really.
Constantly bowed, yeah.
Yeah, kind of Quasimodo style.
Yeah.
Thank you for all of your help.
You're welcome.
You were quite
Good luck for you.
pleasant.
Good luck for your future endeavors.
Elliot, just leave it. You were quite pleasant, and then just walk
Well, there's a fireball as it walks away.
Over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Remember when your house burned down?
Yeah.
You would politely ask that you close the door behind you as you leave.
Of course.
Yeah.
I close it softly. Ta-ta for now.
Right, do we want to go to the sofa room?
Oh my god, you didn't kill someone on sight.
TTFN. Oh my god, we
didn't kill someone on sight. It's unbelievable.
we didn't have to pay them to like us.
God. Character growth on like the last fucking level.
I don't know. I feel like she's the nicest person we've ever met. Like the most helpful. Like
Yeah.
I wait till we're out of earshot, and then I'm like, well, she does dabble with the undead. I didn't quite like that.
a little bit of dabbling here and there, Gregor.
You would have loved our friend Morphos back in the day.
Yeah, man. Have I ever told you about Morphos? That guy was a character.
He was all over those undead creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of miss Oriana though. She was great.
Yeah, she's very helpful in a battle.
Yeah, she was good.
a battle, to be fair.
The opposite of shield. Bone shield.
Yes.
I just keep losing Caesar every time I go around the corner. To go back and get it.
That's like a nice comfy bed. I bounce on one of these chairs.
Do you think we're allowed in here, or do you think we should just be in the corridor?
Ask forgiveness, not permission. That's what I say.
Okay. Well, I don't know what we want to do, team. If we just wait to see if Emwen gets better?
I feel like that's what. I feel like that might. I mean.
I don't really want to go into a massive fight with Emwen unable to move.
I totally agree.
I mean, if we're going to wait for a couple of days, I don't know, Hopper, if you want to just conjure your mansion, if you're going to get your spell slots back anyway, it's a bit more comfortable than staying in this tiny room.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll
mansion.
Well, do we want to? Have we done everything on this level? Do we want to have a quick little look around?
I mean, I think she said that if we go to the other side of the level, they've got some servants which we could meet, but they will attack us. I don't really want to.
I think we just need to wait. I need to get Emwen.
Yeah, and I don't really want to piss off our host. She's been super helpful, and I don't want to make enemies here.
Yeah.
No.
So you want to go into the mansion?
Yes, please.
You could put the door up behind one of the tapestries.
No, don't touch the tapestries. They're very friendly.
No, you're right.
We don't need to do that. It's always hidden. Let's just come over here, and I just draw the big circle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the same mechanical, like whirring gear, brass-looking door apparates on the wall, and swing. You step on through into the magnificent mansion. And on a swing-a-dink-a-dink-a-donk.
Which one?
Oh no, it's like a big library.
There was a library before it was built. Rather ad hoc, when it was like, oh, by the way, there's a library in here now. I was like,
there's a giant library. Didn't I tell you about the laboratory?
The library, please.
The laboratory? No, you did not, because otherwise there'd be one here.
It's in the dungeon.
Huh?
I thought
Downstairs.
you said that there was one in your bedroom.
Yes, there's just one downstairs laboratory.
Well, if you tell me these things in advance, I can draw them for you, but for now, you'll have to use the theatre of your mind. Yes, I don't have a laboratory.
Great works of music section of the library and leaf through some of my favourite pieces.
There's some really good ones up there. There's Mozart and Park. Those are good stuff.
Mozart and Park.
And Beethoven.
Ah, yes.
Love a bit of Beethoven.
Isn't he the dubstep one?
I think he is, yeah.
That would be my dubstep name, Beethoven.
I'm a emo too.
You enter into the mansion. It's not as blue as it was. Last time you were in here, it was blue because it was cast by Hopper Simulacrum. But now it is back to its normal hue.
Does anyone fancy any dinner and a chat?
Why not?
Come on.
Servants, I think we're feeling. I think we're feeling Mediterranean tonight. Can we have a? Can we in fact muster up some?
It's Mediterranean, and that's what else.
Yes. When I used to travel, the Mediterranean has some very fine salads and.
Servants call upon a whole other universe of food.
They are the all-seeing hands of mechanical giver of foods. They bring out all kinds of things that you wanted, like salads, light lunches, very strange cooked meats, and
paella.
Exotic fruits and shit. And they all flap it away.
I'm gonna they're gonna cook up a giant, otherworldly fish that's like the length of the table.
It's a large tentacly fish that gets brought out, like tuna size, that gets flown out by several hands and placed on the center of the table, and they start cutting away at it.
Yeah, nice. So, we seem to have found ourselves some civilness.
I know. How lovely was that?
I mean, civility.
So, civility, civness.
Is it safe to talk in here? I'm guessing that lady can't hear us.
Oh yes, we're completely trapped in here now for eternity. No one can ever hear or see us or find us.
Are we quite sure?
Well, the Mad Mage could probably get in, but we're fucked if he does. So.
Okay, fair.
She seems to be a bit friendly with him, and obviously we're trying to murder him.
Yeah.
Good job, Ludusia. That was very convincing. I was almost convinced.
Well, that's the worry. Who am I convincing? Sometimes friends, sometimes foe. Never know.
So if we do end up going downstairs, then we're gonna fight something, clearly.
Yes,
I'm ready for a fight.
What does that mean? What does she mean, corrupted by the far realm?
They're probably like zombies. On the map it showed 2 beholders, didn't it? Maybe they've just turned into giant beholders.
I think perhaps they have a connection with the far realm, which is where my patron.
And they're all tentacly, aren't they?
It's also where aboleths are from.
That's brand new information for some of you.
What happens to
Sorry.
No, I mean what Amber just told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for some of you, I believe that's brand new information. Specifically the newer members of the party, that's extremely brand new information.
What did I even say? I just said the far realm.
It's connected to the far realm, the realm of my patron.
Yeah, well, you know. I've known you guys a long time. I can tell you this kind of stuff.
We know you're evil. I've been waiting to kill you for a few years.
I'm not evil.
She was really looking at you, Amber.
Yeah, I thought we had a bit of a connection there, to be honest. Have you? Yeah, I really like the decor in her place. It's it speaks to me.
Look, as long as there's not any undead, I don't really mind.
No undead. Not a big fan.
Well, you're into all of that kind of sacrificial, weird, demonic shit. I'm not quite fond
I
of
wouldn't say demonic, and I wouldn't say enthralled. I mean, if you want to look at enthralled, have a look at Caesar.
I didn't say enthralled. You're putting words in my mouth. I think you got enthralled on the mind.
Sacrificial.
I think you said you're in the thrall, and I was like, not me. That's Caesar.
Oh no, you're just totally mind controlled by some tentacly dude. Do you commune with them?
Abelards or my patron? I mean, all of you have enjoyed.
Yeah. The answer was not an instant no. So the answer is yes to either.
I mean, you know this. How many times have we sought information from my patron, and how many times has it been useful?
Your counter a question was like, which crazy demonic lord would I commune with?
It was a fair question. You didn't answer.
Did you commune with them? What do you mean, Satan? Or like no? It was just a general question. But now you say it, Satan. Yes.
Well, and how useful has it been? I mean,
I don't know. Actually,
very useful.
We really died so many times.
But we didn't. But we didn't.
You sound like a Christian.
All down to your patron, but yes.
All the good shit that happened to me in my life is because of God. Yes. Okay.
I mean, that's what I'm told.
Anything else you'd like to reveal whilst you're at it? I'm glad I put that truth serum in your fish.
It did taste a bit weird. I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want to,
offend the hands.
offend the host. But
So, Gregor, are you really into dirty bottoms?
I hear you are.
I need to go to my room. Private study.
You've been spending an awful lot of time in the forbidden section of the library recently.
The dirty bum section.
Doesn't take you for one for forbidden knowledge.
No knowledge is forbidden in my book. You crack on. I love a library, you know this.
I think that's the point. Is Charlie's gonna crack on? But...
Night.
Right. Well, I think we should head on down. But interesting,
No,
there's a portal.
No, we need to wait.
We need to wait for Emwen.
I mean, generally speaking, we should head on down the house. We should let Emwen heal, and then we should. I do hope you do heal. I'm going to keep some hands on guard. By the way, Emwen, if you sleep, I'm going to make sure that you don't transform even further, and I'll instruct them to help you if you do.
Help. Kill. Hold down.
No, come ça.
Are you okay with that, Emwen?
I'm already asleep. So...
He already went to bed.
Oh.
He's not, you look around, he's just not there. Like, where'd he go? He's just already sleeping.
I was about to say it's the best conversation I've ever had with Emwen.
It takes a lot of effort to haul his disfigured body around.
I understood every word he said.
Right. Are we just going to sit here then?
I think we should probably fast forward. Otherwise, this could be pretty boring.
You're going in for a rest.
Like the next 24 hours. I feel like we've got a lot to learn about each other. Quality time, you know?
Yeah, so in terms of time passing, it's going to take another...
Questions. Who doesn't love 20 questions?
Let's finally get to know each other after 3 years.
I mean, we've been very busy. We've been very busy. It's kind of good. It's kind of good to take a breath. Yes, Gregor, what questions do you have, having only known us for 10 days?
What undead do you hate the most?
Excellent.
The really dead ones.
I think I'm going to say a mummy.
Oh yeah, remember those mummies we slayed? What good times.
Yeah, those were good times. What's your favourite or least favourite type of undead? I should say.
No favourite. They're all my least favourite.
Yeah, but what one do you particularly hate?
Oh, liches. I don't know.
Liches are bastards.
Oh, yeah.
If we get done with Halaster, we'll go back for that lich, Gregor, and we'll get your thingamajiggy back, Seraphina.
I hope so.
Did you know, Gregor, that I was once a gnome?
Really?
Yes, I started life as a gnome. Almost all my life as a gnome. I've spent only a few weeks as this, and yet it feels like forever.
What kind of fucked up party is this?
Well,
actually, I think that's a story for a different time.
Yes. We hear about all your tentacles, but I'm not allowed to talk about my life.
Well, I'm just considering how
Why did
Gregor...
you choose to come back as a gnome?
Yeah, no, I'm just...
Come back.
You hear in your mind, do you really want to mention that you were resurrected? Given his hate for undead, he could go a bit mad.
I go, good point. I mean, he's in my world right now. I'm definitely safe here.
Yes, but, I don't really want that explosion to happen, so
That's
maybe
true.
change the topic?
I put my knife and fork down and go, bye-bye. Off to bed.
I want 90 hands to guard the door, please.
Yeah. I'm not undead. Goodbye.
Okay, so
any
next
other
time...
questions, Gregor, or, Ludusia, or anyone who hasn't been with us a long time?
Tell me more about that Chingo fellow. He sounds glorious.
You definitely wasn't. I don't think you would have liked him, actually.
Yeah, I don't think you would have got on.
I've got a massive bathtub.
He wasn't pious. Unless it was like the Church of Money. He loved the money. Oh.
You love the money.
I love the money. all about the coins.
All of that gold.
I love gold. I often heard him say.
Regularly.
He bought a child trafficking centre.
He did, yes.
Sounds like a just and good man to me.
And
Saved
then
all his money to help orphans.
what did
you say?
what did he call it again? The Chingo.
Chingo's Emporium of sex slaves.
That is written down. Yeah, I have it written down. Hold on, I'll get it
Do
to
you
you.
think that if we ever get back to Skullport, we'll have to change the side?
They'll all be teenagers.
Turned into one of those like episodes where you go back through your favourite episode of the last season.
Yes, let's do that. We have at least 10 minutes, so we have to leave. So yeah,
Flashback.
I love
The episode where they all die, isn't it? That's when it normally is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love a flashback episode.
Yeah. Do you remember when we delivered that knife to that blind guy and we didn't know whether or not we were going to kill him or not?
Do you remember the crazy night at Skullport?
Do you remember when Pete blinded us all mid-fight against the hardest enemy in the dungeon at that point?
Wait, no, that wasn't me.
That was Katie.
That was me.
No, Baylor did it too.
I think it was.
That was the
No,
day
it wasn't
that,
Baylor.
like-
Wasn't
Oh.
me.
It was.
It was me with the fog. I pressed the fog button.
No,
This is
with
this
the
is
stone
against the
golem.
mud golem.
Oh, the stone golem. It's gone with on the day that.
He's talking about the stone golem, and it was fucking.
It was.
Oh Jesus!
Emwen.
I've forgotten his fucking. What was the
Yeah,
fucking
what
character's
character was
name?
it?
The Ranger.
It was the ranger, yeah.
One that lasted like three
Jesus Christ! If
episodes.
you can't remember,
Well,
if you can't remember his fucking character's name, I can't
And, he
remember.
fell,
it.
and when he fell down the
Right.
hole.
And then fell down the hole again.
I have it. Where is it? It's Enyalis was his name.
Enyalis.
Genialis.
No.
Because when he set off the fog, that was the day that my pussycat got.
Indeed.
Your pussy got
My pussy
stomped.
got smashed.
He got fucking smacked.
I like it. Tell me more about this story.
Pretty dirty for a religious man, Gregor.
God.
Yeah, you got a bit weird all of a sudden, Gregor.
It was
It's the god of life. I like
through
to
the bag.
No,
By the
an
end.
actual cat. She was called Pussyfoot though.
I'm stroking my pussy through
Very
the bag.
Oh,
bad.
God.
Wasn't she really busy?
Oh,
She was
I
really
found the
upset,
name.
yeah.
it was the Chingo de Martinez being Zala III, home for underprivileged children. There it is. I'll bold
Also-
that so I can remember.
Also, about 20 minutes ago, I noticed Gregor Doomguide.
I know, I just saw that name too. Good man.
I know, but I noticed it like mid-conversation. I was like, I feel like I have to pause the roleplay just to point this out.
I miss it. I miss it. Next episode.
It's a shame Shame's not attacking right now. I think we're dead.
Is he going to come out of his bedroom in the morning looking like perfect? Like,
Maybe. We will find out when you get there.
I think it's going to take a couple of mornings.
You might have just been trolled. She's just like, yeah, he's screwed. Let's just make them waste a couple of days.
Yeah, what they've actually done is watched you, and now they've built up this massive army outside the invisible door, and they're just waiting for you to come out now.
I mean, that could happen. That's okay.
It definitely can.
I'd be pretty impressed if they did that. I mean, I'd definitely be lost one out of the door.
And see what happens.
Right then, so as the night winds down, it takes a few hours because you've got a while to go before you can rest, but you have 24 hours in this mansion, so you have all the time in the world. You rest, you do whatever you wish to do, and if no one's doing anything crazy, question mark? Amber scratched her chin.
I've got another reminiscent moment.
I
No,
practiced
no,
my
no.
balancing on the banisters.
Do I have anything cool to do? Oh, yeah, I do want to do something. I want to, I'm going to go take a long bath, and I want to try and commune with my god, please.
Okay.
My patron.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'd like to do that, please. So,
Hit me with that commune spell.
yeah, although it's slightly different, isn't it? Didn't we realise this before?
Is this
It's
from the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it always has a 25% chance of failing, instead of just like, if you cast it more than once and you get a 25% chance of failing, from the book, it's always a 25% chance on every question.
Yeah. A tuned creature may attempt to tear a page from the book to cast a commune spell.
They'll put you 100 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, failures tear a page from the book and they never return, so you have a set amount. But I think you've only failed once.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, it should be fine.
I was going to say I've got to go in a minute. I've got to call at 11, but it's been cancelled. Thank fuck.
Winning.
I mean, we'll end it fairly soon anyway.
Yeah. I just wanted
to. 11 if that's right.
Yeah. Okay, so I draw myself a lovely long bath. And,
yes, sir.
Submerge myself underwater, hold my breath, and try and commune with my patron.
Okay.
Wake up and Amber's drowned in the bath.
Got a tentacle wrapped around her throat.
What an end.
It's a little.
That'd be a pretty shit way to be. Anyway, yeah. So you ask your questions.
Yeah. So
you feel the mental connection, and it's fast, strange, almost strangely fast.
That was quick. Hi. Would you be annoyed with me
That's a good way.
if my party slayed the 2 creatures on the 3rd level? The third level of this mansion.
You feel the connection. You ask the question out into the empty void space, and you feel the eyes of your patron lock onto you. There's large yellow, darkened yellow kind of eyes, and the answer would be no.
Good to know. Okay. Do we have any other questions? Didn't think that through. Will the archgate in the basement level of this mansion lead us to Halaster's level, the 23rd level?
It would take a while to get a reply, and
Your breath.
after some time you would get a answer of yes.
Okay. If we wait another 24 hours, 12 hours, if we wait another 12 hours, will my associate Emwen return to his former shape?
You feel the question go through. It appears that your deity does not know.
Okay, well, lovely chatting with you. This has been great.
You feel the connection break.
Oh, bye now, bye.
Can I try and commune with my patron?
Do you have the commune spell?
Well, no, but can I just go, Mistra?
If anyone can talk to Torm, it might be worth it. Might be willing to give some assistance.
I can't do that.
There is no.
Do that.
No, I can't.
Mine's like a one-way teleconference call, one-way hotline to my patron.
There are no worshippers of Torm here anymore.
Do we have any of Baylor's like shit in the bag of holding? That might be religious stuff.
Where's your shit at?
I've got
I believe you sold nearly all of it at Skullport for like silver arrows and shit, which you may or may not have ever claimed. I don't really remember.
Oh yeah.
And even if you wanted to, the guy who wanted to claim them is dead now. So
that sounds about right.
Oh yeah, we got like
either way.
javelins, didn't we? We got loads of javelins.
Yeah, you were trying to kill the aboleth with like harpoons and shit.
Or did
Either
we call
way,
it like the Ching Poon or something?
you did call it the Ching Poon, yes. Anyway, after Amber's had her bath, is there anything else that anyone else wishes to do before we continue on to long resting and next stage?
I'm going to do a couple of laps in my bath.
Yes, no worries. Quite easy to do. Just a few lengths, get your cardio in and that.
Yeah, and then...
Okay, if there's nothing else, long rests are had, and you'll wake up. Emwen! I want you to roll me a Constitution saving throw with advantage, please.
Roll big.
Can I... Please, don't be...
Yeah! With advantage. Very nice.
Very good. Okay, Emwen, you wake up. Whoa, go back to bed, you dumb bitch.
Shit's gonna get tempers full now.
You wake up, and most of the pain that you felt is gone. You can get out of bed. You stand up straight. You're not fully back to normal, but you are much improved. And as you look into the mirrors, like most of the bulbousness has gone. Your legs are back to normal as well. You no longer have like the third knee or whatever, which is kind of crazy. So in form, you're basically back to your normal self. You do feel a little achy though, so you basically have one level of exhaustion.
What does that do again?
It's disadvantage on all ability checks, I think. Give me a second.
Disadvantage on ability check.
Give me a sec. It's disadvantage on ability checks. So anytime I say, make me a stealth check or make me a, I don't know, investigation perception, you'd have disadvantage on that until you rest. One more time.
Say again, sorry, Dodge.
You'd have disadvantage on ability checks, so anything where I'm like roll perception, investigation, etc. Stuff, you'd have disadvantage on all those until your next long rest.
Alright, but nothing combat related.
You no longer, your speed is back to normal. You attack at normal strength again.
Woo! I charge out of the room. I'm not wearing any clothes.
Oh my god!
Any of you see like the two mechanical hands have just like blocked over, so they're like creating a sensor.
I get my extra monocles out to like create a magnifying glass. Interesting.
Feeling better, Emwen?
I've never seen one like that before. You're looking well, my friend.
I am well.
The bed was comfy, I suppose.
Aye. Very comfy.
That must have been a brilliant sleep.
Aye. A brilliant sleep.
I don't think his brain is.
I really miss these kind of conversations with you.
Yeah.
So good.
I miss these conversations too.
What the fuck has happened to your voice?
I don't mean to be rude, but do you think that the reason we actually just made friends with in our most previous conversation was because Emwen couldn't talk?
Ooh, that's a really good and interesting point.
Dare you?
I think that and our two previous conversations, in fact.
Or fight properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we can kill stuff because broken.
Let's go slay some fucking assholes.
Hold that thought until we get 3 levels down.
That's good. Back to Murder Hobo. It was cute for a couple of weeks.
No woman food, you get a murderer.
Lump of meat that I can, like take a bite and then walk back into my room to get changed.
Leroy Jenkins has awoken. Correct.
Hey, you'll wake up after long rests, all finally recovered, except for one of you. No crazy dreams or anything was had. Is anyone doing anything?
No.
I'm going to make sure I have a hearty breakfast.
Is your plan to move on, or is your plan to stay here for another night?
We'll move on, I think.
Yeah.
We've got shit to do. Battles to slay.
If my only advantage is whatever they're called, those kind of saves, then that's fine.
I'll do Death Ward on myself, why not?
Skill saving throws.
Right.
I'm going to wait until the next session to cast stuff just in case we change our mind.
Actually, Dodge, is that easier for you to remember? Okay. In that case, I do not cast Death Ward.
Yeah, just keep it
Do
all
you
from
want to
there.
stay in and start the next session in here and aim to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, sounds good. We'll pick up next session on breakfast in the mansion.
Lovely.
Lovely. Sounds delightful.
With a cured Emwen and potential further down into the final level of the dungeon, you go.
Oh.
Back on for this Wednesday coming.
Well, let's end the session there first, and then we can do that after.
Yep.
Right.
Bye, viewers. See you next time. Episode 103. Goodbye. Goodbye now.
Yeah.
Goodbye.